Good morning, students. Yesterday we have done the basic transaction, how to journalize when the capital invested by the entrepreneur, when the goods purchased, when the goods sold, goods purchased on credit or cash, goods sold on credit or cash. Then we have done that how the expense are to be paid, how the incomes are to be received, what will be the journal entry, if any amount paid to any debtor or amount received from any creditor, uh, amount received from any debtor and amount paid to any creditor, how the entry is to be done. All the entries yesterday we have done. In all of that, we have done one entry, the expense paid, that is your salary paid. We did the entry salary paid. If the transaction is there that the salary paid, what the entry yesterday we have discussed. It's very simple. Salary account debit to cash account. Now, sometime it is given to you. It is the transaction for the salary paid. Now, if instead of this, it is given to you that the salary paid to Gopal, not hardly matters. Whether we are paying our salary to Gopal, Ram, Shyam, Mohan, to anybody else, for the business organization, it is just salary and an expense. So it will be written over salary account debit to cash account. In narration, you will write as it is given in the statement, salary paid to Gopal. Whether it is paid to Mohan, Sohan, Sham, to anybody else. But for the business, they are not the creditor. Business is paying an expense. So salary account will be debit also in that case. Is it okay? I hope. If it is not okay to you, please mark the query in your notebook. In the query session, I'll discuss with you. The next, it is about the salary that we have done yesterday. Very similar to that, if you receive any income from anybody, it is name is given to you. Not hardly matters. Commission received from Sohan. Not hardly matter. Cash account debit to commission account. Whether the name is given to you not hardly matters in case of expense and income. Please note it down. This is the point to be remembered. Whenever any expense or income is given along with the name, not hardly matters, that is an expense or an income for the business organization only. But when you receive any payment or pay any payment to any person or a party, then his or her name is to be written over there. Like amount paid to Ram. We are paying to Ram. We are not paying any expense like salary, or we are just paying our payment only. When we are paying our payment only to Ram, then Ram debit to cash account. If Ram is receiving payment from us, cash account debit to Ram. But if Ram is receiving the salary from us, the entry will become salary account debit to cash account. Please keep in your mind. But whenever any payment is made to anybody, the name of the person is to be weighted in the transaction. But if you are doing any payment as an expense or receiving an income as an income from anybody and name is given to you, note hardly matters. Name is not to be mentioned. The income account or expense account will be considered over there. The next is purchases return. Yesterday we have done, whenever the entry is to be done for purchases, the entry will become purchases account debit to cash account or creditor account. If it is on credit, creditor account will be there in case of purchases. Suppose when you purchase the goods and you don't find the sum of the goods at as per the order, it is the entry for purchases of goods for cash on credit. Now, if these goods which are to be purchased, now the some of the goods you find that is not up to mark and you just want to return it. So that will become purchase return for your business, and the entry will become cash account or creditor account. Usually creditor account is mentioned because immediately cash is not paid back to you. Debit to purchases returns. The entry will become like this. It is the entry for purchased goods return. Very similar to that, suppose the entry related to sale is to be done. You did the entry related to sale. What will you do? Cash account or debtor account debit to sales. This is the entry to be done for the sale of goods for cash. Cash account will be there. If credit is there, debtor account will be there. Suppose this is the entries to be done for the sales, but when you sell the goods, any of the customer just return the goods to you. If any of the customers for goods sold for cash or now, suppose if any of the customer just return goods to you, the entry will become sales return account debit. As sales will be credited, the return is opposite to that. So sales return account will be credited, sorry, debited, and the entry will become sales return to debtor account or cash account, whatever it is, and which kind of sale has been done or immediately. In your syllabus, it is not right now that immediate cash payment has been made. So usually you will do the entry sales return account debit to debtor account. And this is the entry about that we have done. If any expense paid or income received and name is given to you, note hardly matters. The expense will remain expense only. And then we did purchase and consider purchase return accordingly. Then we did sales and sales return. That how the entry are to be posted in all these cases. I hope up to this clear to everybody. Now I am going ahead and going to start a topic that is very important related to discount. Let's see what is in case of discount, what are the entries to be passed? Discount means a kind of concession. Discount means a kind of concession or the allowance given by the business. So it is an expense that is for sure when it is allowed. There are two things. One is discount allowed, one is discount received. So always keep in your mind that discount allowed is just the discount allowed is expense for you, your business, and discount received is the income for your business. So Discount from the accounting treatment, discount is of two types. One is trade discount. Second is cash discount. Now, trade discount is the discount which is given on the list price. Is given on the list price and does not shown in the books of account, and it not shown not shown in the books of accounts. That is your trade discount. If I talk about the cash discount is the discount which is given on the cash prompt payment. The cash discount is given, you may get it on the cash as well as credit purchase sale. Transaction doesn't matter, but in case of cash discount, the cash discount is given on the prompt payment and shown in the books of accounts. How this to be done, I'll set you an example, then it will be clear to you. Earlier to that, one thing be clear to you, discount allowed will be an expense for the business. Discount allowed will be expense or considered as an expense, while the discount received considered as an income for the business. Please keep in your mind always. Now I'm just settling an example in front of you. See, for an example, let goods purchased rupees 10,000 at trade discount 10% and cash discount 2%. Now, what is to be done? As far as calculations are concerned, it is to be calculated only, and it is not to be shown in the books of accounts. But in case of trade discount, but in case of cash discount, the transaction, the amount is to be calculated as well as it is to be shown in the transaction. See how? See, first of all, just we will clear the entry. That what should be the entry first? As the entry is concerned, the goods purchased for rupees 10,000 at the trade discount 10% and cash discount 2%. What does it mean? It means we are purchasing the goods. The entry will become purchases account debit to cash. Because cash discount is there, so cash is there. But one thing more, trade discount is also there and cash discount is also there. The business is allowing the cash discount. What does it mean? When the business is allowing the cash discount, that is an expense for the business. So when the goods are purchased by the business receiving the interest. When the discount, when the business is receiving that discount, you remember I have given here discount received is an income, so it will be credited. So discount received account will be credited as it will become the income of the business. I want to clear you once again. Goods purchase of 10,000 at trade discount 10% and cash discount 2%. When you are purchasing the goods, it means you are receiving the discount. Cash discount is there, it means cash purchases are there. So entry will become purchases account debit to cash account to discount receive account. Because in this case, when we are as a business purchasing the goods, we are paying cash for that, we are receiving discount, that is an income for our business, that is a profit for our business, and cash credit what goes out, and goods we are purchasing are coming to the business. So purchases account debit to cash account to discount receive account. Now the question arises that how the working note or the calculation is to be done. See how the working notes are to be done. As far as the working notes are concerned, the total purchases are the total purchases are 10,000 less trade discount, that is 10%. So 10% of 10,000 will be 1,000. Now net purchases, yeah, or you can say purchases after trade discount. Now purchases after trade discount it will be 10,000 minus 1,000. Now it will be 9,000. Now keep in your mind the purchases after trade discount is to be mentioned over here 9,000 instead of 10,000. I just want to let you clear. Please keep in your mind whenever you do this, the transaction, the amount after deducting the trade discount is to be done. After deducting the trade discount, the amount is to be shown in the books of accounts, like the purchases account when we have done. So this amount of 9,000 this amount of this amount of 9,000 is to be shown over here in the purchases account. After that, less cash discount. Now cash discount is to be given on 9,000. and 2% of 9,000, it will be 180 rupees. After deducting the cash discount, the net purchases will be net purchases will be 9,000 minus 180 is equal to, we subtract the 180 rupees out of 9,000, we will get 8820, 8,800 rupees, 8,820 rupees will be balanced. Eight. So in this way, we can calculate the amount of the net purchases. I hope it is clear to everybody. Total purchases are 10,000. We will deduct the trade discount 1,000. We will get the purchases after the discount. After calculating the purchases after trade discount, cash discount is to be deducted. And keep in your mind, whenever the cash discount is to be calculated, it is calculated on 2% of 9,000. Please keep in your mind it will be 180 rupees. 180 is to be subtracted out of 9,000 rupees. We will get 820 rupees. Now the amount will be in cash. The amount will be 8820 and the discount received will be 100. In this way, the complete example is to be done. Purchases account debit, that will be 9,000. It is the amount of the purchases after trade discount. As I told you earlier, that trade discount is not to be shown in the books of account. If you see the example carefully, you find that we have not debited any trade discount anywhere. We have not credited any trade discount, but we credited the discount received that we are receiving for the cash. The cash discount we are receiving, it is to be shown over here. Now, I just want to do it vice versa. Suppose instead of let goods purchased, the statement is given to you goods sold. If the goods sold are given to you, what happened in that case? It's absolutely reverse. If the sales are there, the entry will become cash account debit. Now, discount in case of sale, discount is allowed to the customer, so that becomes the expense for the business. So discount allowed account debit to sales account. Because when we are receiving the cash discount, that is for sure that we are doing the transaction on cash. So the amount is to be shown over here in cash. The amount is to be shown is 8820. Discount is to be allowed, that is 180, and sales will be the credit, it will be 9,000. So it is all about for the day that we have to do about the trade discount and cash discount, and by tomorrow we will start our examples and illustration. Now feel free to have any query for the session that we have done today or yesterday as well. Any query, then please feel free to ask. Let's have a query session now.